Are computer science degrees really still worth it? Well, not really, but it depends. When I first decided to pursue a computer science degree in college, it was 2015, and everybody had the belief at the time that you needed a computer science degree to become a software engineer. But since then, that is not really the case anymore. Most companies and software engineering positions nowadays do not require a degree specifically, but they require a degree or equivalent work experience. The programming job market has become more merit-based, and if you have the skill set to do a job, then you can probably get hired for that job. Now, this of course isn't the case for every job. Some jobs do still require degrees, but to become a software engineer, you do not need a computer science degree now. And this makes sense, right? Because there are a lot of highly skilled programmers that do not have computer science degrees. So somebody without a computer science degree could technically be better for a role than somebody with one. And I think this change started to occur with the rise of the internet, with online courses and people posting content on social media platforms like YouTube. It's extremely easy nowadays to teach yourself all the skills that you need to become a software engineer just by going on the internet. Well, there are reasons to specifically go into computer science, including academia and research and different kinds of positions that do require degrees. But there's also still a misconception, or it's just not popularly known yet, that you don't need a degree to get a job. So most people just think, okay, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to study, I'm going to get a computer science degree, and then I'll work and I'll figure it out later. And this is not a bad thing, right? Because all of the things you'll learn throughout your computer science degree will prepare you to become a software engineer. The issue here that I think a lot of younger people don't think about when they're going in to get a computer science degree is return on investment. This is not just an educational-based decision you're making. This is a very important life-changing financial decision. If you're used to the academic system that school has given you your whole life, then going to college for computer science is perfectly fine. The main issue here is the cost of education. Depending on which college or university you go to, a computer science degree can be extremely expensive. A lot of people will go into upwards of $100,000 in student loan debt to get these computer science degrees. And while you might expect that at the end of this process, and once you have your degree, you'll land a six-figure software engineering job, that doesn't always happen. And that's for a few reasons. Just because you made it through a computer science program doesn't mean you're going to be a good software engineer. So you might not have the skill sets that the current job market is requiring. And also after college, you then have to tackle tedious and difficult interview processes at these different companies. Now, I went into college myself for computer science, and I do not regret it. There's a ton of different beneficial things that come out of going to college, and I don't know if I'd be where I'm at right now if I didn't go to college. People will push you in the right directions, you learn all the right things. There's a whole college experience that goes into it, having fun, making friends, networking with a bunch of people in your field and different fields. So there's a lot of opportunity that can come out of college, but I see so many people nowadays that have computer science degrees and they're struggling to land positions. And it's just because so many people blindly take out student loans, go to college, and just hope there's a light at the end of the tunnel. 4 years later, they're just hoping, oh, I'll get a job at the end of this 4 years. But it's not guaranteed. So what I highly recommend to people is this is a really important decision in life because student loan debt is no joke. You need to consider the return on investment for your education. And if you are confident that you're going to land a position afterwards that's going to pay a return on investment. So I always tell people, if you have the money to go to college and you want to, I think it's a great experience and go ahead. Sounds great. If you don't have the money, I do not think it's wise to take out a tremendous amount in student loan debt, especially if you don't know for sure that you're going to land a position after your education. So in my opinion, if you're going to get your computer science degree, whether it's for an educational or financial decision, you can kind of educate yourself on all of these things yourself, or there's different things like community college, which is free or very cheap, or you could go to a boot camp where they don't charge you until you actually get hired. And even self-learning's so easy nowadays. I mean, they post courses from Harvard online that you could take for free. You can learn from online courses and video tutorials for free on YouTube. That information is all there. And if you want something more structured and professional, you can pay for a course and take it alongside others, where there's usually communities and forums where you can talk to others as you go through the course, somewhat like you would be doing in college. I'm really not anti-college. I just see so many people with computer science degrees nowadays that still can't land full-time roles. And I really think it's because the value of a college degree has gone down a lot. If you want to become a successful software engineer, then someone who's had 4 years of experience coding and building projects and working at companies is going to be a better candidate probably than somebody that went to school for 4 years studying. And that's because the person with 4 years of experience has real world experience, which is different than academic experience. And real world experience is going to be more valuable in the job market. We also need to consider the different programs at different colleges and how relevant the information you're being taught is. You're going to be learning a lot of theoretical things and other information that's not really going to be valuable in the real world when you're pursuing a computer science degree. I mean, I spent a lot of time learning things in college that I have not used at all in the real world of programming. But you also have to consider the credibility a degree gives you and the path that it gives you, where while you're pursuing a computer science degree, you will have more opportunities to get internships or research positions, which that is real world experience. And if you're not pursuing a computer science degree, you have to go find opportunities on your own. And we should also consider the role that modern technologies are playing in the programming job market, like AI and no code. Like I said, a lot of the material you'll learn in college might not be valuable, and especially with how fast the world is moving. 4 years is a long time, and things you might be learning might be outdated. You know, are they teaching you about AI assistants in college now, like ChatGPT and Google Bard? And a lot of companies right now are moving over to no-code solutions to build software for the web. So while you might learn a lot of web development related programming in college and learn how to build full stack applications and go into that hoping that you're going to become a full stack engineer by the end, by the time you get out of college, a lot of companies might have migrated over to using no code solutions. I mean, take a platform like Wix Studio, for example, which is already extremely powerful. There's already so many features built into this platform where we don't even need to code anymore to build impressive web projects. And if you do need to code, they have an AI coding assistant integrated into the platform. On top of that, they have things like AI responsiveness, enterprise grade infrastructure, no code animations. So in the long run, there might be a lot less web developers or full stack engineers or software engineers that are working on the web using traditional web technologies like programming languages, libraries, APIs, full stack apps, and there actually might be more no-code developers. I'm not trying to be negative in this video. I know a lot of people are studying computer science in college to this day, and it's not a bad thing. It's really just a major financial decision that not enough people take seriously, and it has long-term effects throughout your life. I had a lot of student loan debt, and it took me a long time to pay it off. So I just am really passionate about this and urging you guys to take this decision very seriously. If you have the money and you want to go to college, go for it. If you want to take out loans, but you have a plan in place and you're going to take it very seriously and you're confident that you're going to land a role and get that return on investment, go for it. But if you're kind of just jumping into it and hoping, oh, I just hope that I'm going to get a return on investment, I hope that I'm going to get a job at the end, you need to consider alternative options. Do not cripple yourself for the rest of your life on a whim. Consider alternatives. Consider boot camps. Consider self-teaching. There's so many opportunities out there right now. It's not that difficult to self-teach. And you can get involved in online programming communities and just talk to experienced developers. People are really friendly in the tech industry, and you can probably learn all this stuff and land a job on your own. Now, this is a somewhat controversial topic. I'm not going to say I'm 100% right here. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below, but those are just my opinions, and I do think I gave some valuable advice here. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's my new channel, and we're trying to grow here. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.